Since 2014, the revolutionary force in retro entertainment. Hey guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro. Today I'm going to do a preview of WWE Money in the Bank 2023, emanating from London, England in the O2 Arena. And that'll take place on July 1st. Okay, so these are my predictions. Once again, I always say this, but don't take them too seriously. I don't even really watch WWE regularly. I rarely watch any bit of Raw or SmackDown, but I do try to watch the pay-per-views. So I don't know every single little thing that's going on, but anyways, I thought it'd be fun to make the predictions and see what happens. Okay, first match is a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It's Gunther, who is your current champion, versus Matt Riddle. Now, I think I really like Gunther. I've always enjoyed him since I saw him in NXT when he was Walter, which I prefer that name, by the way, but anyways. And is it Gunther or Gunther or whatever? Matt Riddle, I'm a bit so-so on him, but I think that Gunther is going to retain the championship because didn't Matt Riddle recently have a wellness policy violation? I could be wrong, but wasn't that why he was gone for a while? And he came back relatively recently, so it would be weird to just reward him with a championship. So, plus I think Gunther's been doing a really excellent job as Intercontinental Champion. So there's my pick, is Gunther to retain. And I think this is going to be an amazing match, and I believe my prediction is that this will be a 5-star match easily, and I believe it's going to be the highest rated match of the night. Okay, next up is a tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship, and the teams are Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, who are your current champions, versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm not a big fan of Ronda Rousey. I do like Shayna Baszler. Liv Morgan, I'm so-so on, and Raquel Rodriguez, I like what I've seen so far. I haven't seen too much of her, but I do like what I've seen. This can kind of go either way, but I'm going to play it safe and say that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are going to retain. I see no purpose in switching at this point. So yeah, that's my prediction. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler will retain, and I do believe this is going to be the highest rated match of the night with 27 stars. That is my prediction. Okay, next up is the Bloodline Civil War Tag Team match. Oh yeah. So it's the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, with Paul Heyman, of course, versus the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. This one's kind of hard for me to predict. Probably the hardest one on this card, because on the one hand you have Roman Reigns, and you never bet against Roman Reigns. But on the other hand, I've been seeing clips of how over and the great reactions that the Usos are getting now that they're face. So it's like if they win, if the Usos lose, where do they go from there? That'll just destroy all the momentum that they have. But Reigns and Solo could lose by Solo getting pinned, and that won't really hurt Reigns that much. That'll just give him something even more to be angry about, and he'll go nuts, and then something will happen. I don't know. So, even though my instinct is like never bet against Roman Reigns, I think I'm gonna go with the Usos on this one. I may regret that decision, but one thing's for sure, I think most people are probably looking forward to this match. It's gonna be a lot of emotion involved, as there always is. It's gonna be a great match, and I predict it's gonna be the highest rated match of the night with 83 stars. Alright. Next we go to the singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's gonna be Seth freaking Rollins, who's your current champion, versus Finn freaking Balor. I think this is one of the easiest to predict, because Seth just won the championship not too long ago. I don't think he's gonna lose it that fast. I don't think Finn Balor is gonna be victorious. That wouldn't really make sense at this point. But both men are fantastic athletes, and no doubt it's going to be a really good match. The best match of the night, and the highest rated match of the night. And I am predicting 153 star rating for this match. That is my prediction. Okay. Next match is a singles match between Cody Rhodes and Dominic Mysterio, of course with Rhea Ripley in his corner. It is a singles match. This one's also pretty easy to predict, I think. My instinct is of course Cody Rhodes is gonna win. I love Dominic Mysterio. He's doing great work as a heel. I love Rhea Ripley, but I just can't imagine Cody Rhodes laying down for Dominic at this point. But they could do some screwy ending where they cheat to win or something. And potential spoiler here, I did see a YouTube thumbnail where it's oh, spoiler, Cody Rhodes is gonna get screwed again or something like that. But I didn't actually watch the video, but I don't know, I don't believe that's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna lose. That would be pretty stupid, but you never know. But I personally am looking forward to this match the most. I think it's gonna be the most entertaining match, maybe not the best, physical match in terms of wrestling ability. Cody Rhodes has that ability, but Dominic is still, pretty green. But I think it'll be the most entertaining, and I think it's going to be the highest rated match of the night with 300 stars. Okay, next up is the Money in the Bank ladder match for the Women's Championship contract. That's a mouthful. So here we go. There's about 300 competitors in this one. So it's Zelina Vega versus Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark versus Bayley versus Io Sky versus Trish Stratus. So let's go through this one by one. Zelina Vega, I'm indifferent on her, and I don't think she's gonna win. It wouldn't make sense at this point. Becky Lynch, of course, is awesome, but she really doesn't need the Money in the Bank, so I don't think it's gonna be her. Zoe Stark, to be honest, I'm not super familiar with, so I don't have too much to say about her. Bayley, she could potentially win, but again, she doesn't really need it at this point. Io Sky, I just don't see that happening at this point, which leaves Trish Stratus. Now, yes, she doesn't need it because she's, I believe she's a Hall of Famer. She's already a legend in the business, but it kind of makes sense for her to win. What else is she there for, right? Especially because I think she's a heel now, right? And from my memory, it seems to be that the heels win the Money in the Bank more often than faces. So I know something tells me that she's gonna win it. That's just my opinion. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I think this will be the highest rated match of the evening with 733 stars. And finally, the Money in the Bank ladder match for a men's championship contract. Here we go. Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight versus Santos Escobar versus Butch versus Damian Priest versus Logan Paul. Okay, let's go through this one by one. Ricochet, great performer, he's great in the ring, love watching him. I don't think he's gonna win it. Shinsuke Nakamura, I don't think so. I don't really get his gimmick, but that's irrelevant. I don't think it's his year. LA Knight's an interesting prospect. He seems to be very over with the fans, but WWE doesn't seem too keen on pushing him. But that could be kind of like a way to throw people off, like, oh, he's not gonna win because they're never pushing him, but then he ends up winning, kind of thing. It's possible. Santos Escobar, honestly, I don't know much about him. Butch, I like Butch, but it's not his year. I would say Damian Priest is also a contender, but here's the issue I have with him is, and this may sound weird, but I always thought he looked a lot like Roman Reigns, just the way, his swagger, his demeanor, his attitude, and based on stories I've heard in the past of other wrestlers, I can't imagine Vince and even Roman Reigns wanting him to be pushed because he's so similar, right? Like, imagine back in the Attitude Era when Stone Cold's on top, and you have another guy coming up who looks just like him. That's probably not a good idea. But who knows? But that leaves us with Logan Paul. As much as I don't like him in real life, he's pretty good at being a heel, and he's not bad in the ring. So, you know what? Honestly, I think he's gonna win. It makes a lot of sense because, as a Money in the Bank briefcase holder, you don't have to be there every week. You can just show up randomly and tease that you're gonna win or whatever. And not only that, what does he have, a podcast or YouTube, whatever he does, he can bring the briefcase with him and he can have it, on his desk on display, and he can talk about it. So it's like constant promotion for the WWE. So that, to me, that makes a lot of sense for Logan Paul to win it. So I don't necessarily want him to win it, but from a business decision, that makes all the sense in the world. So that's my pick, Logan Paul, and it's going to be the highest rated match of the night, I believe, and I believe it will get 10,376.92 stars. By the way, I'm using the Dave Meltzer rating system, in case you were a little bit confused there, if that clears it up a little bit. But anyways, there's my predictions. We'll see what happens. I hope